Do you ever feel like you're living two different lives? In one life, the one in your head, you're a superstar. You've written that book, started that business, traveled the world, or gotten into the best shape of your life. You're confident, you're successful, you're living your absolute best life. And then there's the other life, the real one. The one where you're still just thinking about doing all those things. You're stuck on the starting line, watching other people race ahead, wondering why you can't just get going. If this sounds painfully familiar, then this video is for you. Because today, we're not just going to talk about why this happens, we're going to break down the exact steps to finally close that gap between the person you dream of being and the person you are today. So, why does this happen? Why do we have these incredible, vivid dreams but find ourselves paralyzed when it comes to taking action? The number one culprit is something I call the myth of motivation. We've been told our whole lives that we need to feel motivated before we can act. We wait for this magical burst of inspiration to strike us like lightning. We scroll through motivational quotes, watch inspiring videos, and tell ourselves, okay, tomorrow I'll feel it. But here's the truth: the most successful people know motivation isn't a cause, it's an effect. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel good to go to the gym, you go to the gym, and that's what makes you feel good. You don't wait for inspiration to write, you start writing, and that's where inspiration finds you. It's a total reversal of what most of us believe. The second major roadblock is the sheer size of our dreams. When you think, I'm going to build $1 million company, your brain immediately goes into panic mode. It's too big, too overwhelming. It's like trying to eat an entire elephant in one bite. Your brain, in an effort to protect you from the stress and potential failure of such a huge task, just shuts down. It says, nope, that's too scary. Let's just scroll on social media instead. That's safe. This is where procrastination is born. It's not because you're lazy, it's a fear response. Your ambition is so big that it's paradoxically keeping you small. So, how do we fix this? How do we break this cycle of dreaming big and doing nothing? The first step is to completely shatter the myth of motivation. Stop waiting for the feeling. Instead, I want you to adopt something called the 2-minute rule. Whatever your big goal is, break it down into a task that takes less than 2 minutes to start. Want to write a book? The task isn't write a book. It's open a new document and write one sentence. Want to get fit? The task isn't run a marathon. It's put on your running shoes and step outside your front door. That's it. The goal is not to achieve the dream in 2 minutes, it's to make starting so ridiculously easy that your brain can't argue with it. Anyone can do something for 2 minutes. What happens is that once you start, inertia takes over. Writing one sentence often turns into a paragraph. Stepping outside often turns into a 10-minute walk. You've just tricked your brain into taking action, and that action is what will generate the real, sustainable motivation you've been waiting for. The second strategy is what I call chunking down the chaos. That giant, terrifying dream needs to be deconstructed. Take out a piece of paper or open a document, and at the top, write down your big, scary goal. Now, I want you to work backward. What's the major milestone right before you achieve that goal? And the one before that. And the one before that. Keep breaking it down into smaller and smaller pieces until you have a list of tasks that feel manageable, almost simple. For example, start a successful podcast is overwhelming. But what if you break it down? Step 1, brainstorm 10 potential podcast topics. Step 2, choose one topic. Step 3, research 3 microphones under $100. See how that feels different. You're no longer staring at a mountain, you're looking at a single, small step right in front of you. Your only job, every single day, is to take that one next step. Forget about the summit for a moment and just focus on your feet. Now, let's talk about the environment you're in. Your environment is one of the most powerful and most overlooked Forces shaping your behavior. If you want to eat healthier but your kitchen is filled with junk food, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're relying on willpower, and willpower is a finite resource. It's like a muscle that gets tired. Instead of relying on willpower, design your environment for success. If you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow. If you want to practice guitar, leave it on a stand in the middle of your living room, not in its case in the closet. Make your desired actions the path of least resistance. Conversely, make your bad habits more difficult. Want to spend less time on your phone? Move the distracting apps to the last page of your phone inside a folder. Add friction to the things that pull you away from your goals and remove friction from the things that move you toward them. This isn't about being weak, it's about being smart and understanding human psychology. Another powerful tool is accountability. It's one thing to let yourself down, it's another thing entirely to let down someone else. Find an accountability partner. This could be a friend, family member, or even a group online. Someone you can check in with regularly. And be specific. Don't just say, "I'm going to work on my business this week." Say, "By Friday at 5 p.m., I will have contacted 3 potential clients and drafted a proposal." This creates a social contract. The simple act of knowing someone is going to ask you about your progress is an incredibly powerful motivator. It adds a little bit of positive social pressure that can be the push you need to get things done when you don't feel like it. And finally, and this might be the most important piece of all, you have to celebrate the process, not just the outcome. We often get so fixated on the finish line that we fail to acknowledge the courage it takes just to show up every day. Did you put on your running shoes and walk for 5 minutes even though you didn't want to? That's a huge win. Celebrate it. Did you write 1 paragraph for your book? That's amazing. Acknowledge it. When you celebrate these small acts of consistency, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching it that taking action feels good. You're creating a positive feedback loop. Instead of your brain associating your goal with fear and overwhelm, it starts associating it with a sense of accomplishment and pride. This is how you build an identity as someone who takes action. You're not just trying to be a writer, you become a writer the moment you consistently write. You're not trying to be a runner, you become a runner the moment you consistently run. Your identity shifts through your actions, not through your dreams. So let's recap the strategy. First, forget about motivation. Focus on the ridiculously small action you can take in the next 2 minutes. Second, chunk down your chaotic, overwhelming dream into small, manageable steps. Third, design your environment to make good habits easy and bad habits hard. Fourth, find an accountability partner to create positive social pressure. And fifth, celebrate your effort and consistency, not just the final result. The gap between your dreams and your reality doesn't have to be a permanent chasm. It's a distance that can be closed, one small, intentional step at a time. The person you dream of being is not some fantasy figure. They are you. They are the you that decided to stop waiting and start doing. And that decision can be made right now. Not tomorrow, not when you feel like it. Right now. So after this video ends, what is the 2-minute action you are going to take? Put it in the comments below. Declare it. Make it real. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, give this video a like and subscribe for more content on turning your dreams into your reality. You've got this. Now go take that first step.